Welcome to Cooking with Bourbon. I'm Nancy Kelly Allen, and today we are making bourbon spiced pecans just because they're so delicious. So let's get started. In the bowl, I've placed 1/2 cup of brown sugar. I will have this recipe on the first comments below the video. So if you miss part of it, you can just look there and find it. I need 1 tablespoon of salt, 1/2 tablespoon of cinnamon, and 1/2 tablespoon of chili pepper, or you could use cayenne. If you want a hotter flavor, then you can by all means add more pepper, either chili pepper or cayenne. So I'm going to stir this. This is such a simple recipe. So that's the dry mixture, and it's going to be savory and sweet. For this part of the recipe, I have 1 egg white and a 1/2 tablespoon of water. I'm also going to add 1 tablespoon of bourbon, and I want to just stir this until it gets foamy, and it's getting there. See the foam rising? So I'm going to add a tablespoon of bourbon, and let's see if we can get a little more foam action after I add that. Smells wonderful already. Just keep whisking until you get lots of foam. And at this point, I'm adding 2 cups of pecans. These are raw pecans, just the pecans that you would buy in a store that have not been baked. And I am going to stir them until they are completely covered. Take your time with this because the liquid will cause the dry mixture to adhere to it. So we definitely want them completely coated with the egg mixture. Doesn't take long at all. Now I'm adding the dry mixture. We're going to do the same thing, just stir until each pecan is coated. Easy, easy, easy. It smells so good. I can smell the pepper, the bourbon, the cinnamon. At this point, we will transfer from the bowl into a baking pan that has a lip to it, of just short sides, and we want the pecans in 1 layer. So we want to spread them out and get all that liquid goodness in there. Get it all out. Scrape, scrape. Now I'm just going to spread the pecans. To an even layer. The oven has been on since the video began. I have it set on 250. We're going to bake low and slow. Every 10 minutes, I'm going to open the door, give these a stir, and I'm going to bake them somewhere between 30 and 40 minutes. 10-minute intervals till they should be almost dry by the time they come out in 35 or 40 minutes. I'm still uncovering some. So in 10 minutes, I will be checking the oven, giving them a stir, and I'll see you then. This is what they look like after the first 10 minutes of baking. You can see that there's still a lot of liquid floating around. So I'm just stirring them a little to separate them. And I'm going to stick them back in the oven for 10 more minutes. After 20 minutes in the oven, you can see that there is less liquid buildup. It's beginning to get drier. So I'm going to leave these in the oven probably 5, no more than 10 more minutes. And then I think they should be ready. This is the final product. I let it bake for another full 10 minutes. So in the oven, it has been 30 minutes. The liquid has dried. At this point, I'm going to place the nuts on a tray and let them cool. Wait about 10 minutes before you actually use them. Let them cool. They can be placed in an airtight cover for about a week. I probably wouldn't go any farther than that. From the literature that I've read, that seems to be the greatest amount of time. Probably 4 or 5 days may be even better. But they're great with snacks. You could put them on ice cream. You could put them on cheese. They can actually be used any way that you can fit into your imagination to use them. But for those who want to get more cinnamon for health reasons into your diet, this is a perfect way. Nuts are also a good way to improve your health. I plan to use mine basically on salads and maybe with cheese and crackers. So use any nut that you want. Walnuts work, almonds work, as well as pecans, whatever your favorite nut is. Just make sure that they're raw, that they haven't been baked previously. And make it Bourbonlicious.